In today's video, I am going to be giving you a vertical jump training workout that you can use just 2 simple dumbbells for. Of course, for different exercises, you can use different weights, but if you only have one size at home, you should be able to do every single one of these exercises with the same set. So when it comes to your vertical jump, one of the most important muscle groups that you will have is your hips, as well as your lower back. That's where you're going to get a lot of your power from. And what we're going to be starting with is just one single dumbbell. We're going to start with our feet roughly shoulder width apart. You can go a little bit wider if you would like to make it a bit easier, depending on, of course, your level of fitness and, of course, weight that you are using for your dumbbell. And what we're going to start with is just using one and holding the top of the dumbbell like this. We're going to have our knees slightly bent, and we're going to have the weight between our legs like this. We're going to then bend at the hips, keeping our head up, keeping our shoulders back, and this will help really strengthen our lower back. Now, what I would like you to try to do is at least a minimum of 10 to 15 reps by doing this. This, for example, would be 1 rep. That would be 2 reps. This would then be 3, 4, and 5, and so on. Now, for each rep, we should go for a total of 10 to 15, take a 30 to 45 second break, and then do that again. That's called 1 set, and you should be going through at least 3 to 5 sets of 10 to 15 reps. Now, while that is strengthening our hips as well as our lower back, that's going to allow us to really explode up what I call those momentum muscles. Another momentum muscle that you can use is, of course, your shoulders. So when you go up for a dunk, for example, you go 1, 2, you bend at the hips, you slightly bend your leg, usually at roughly a 45-degree angle, and then you explode up. Well, guess what? Your arms are helping bring your body up. They're actually maybe 2 or even 5% of your total vertical jump. So we really want to work on our shoulders. So to work on our shoulders, we can have a dumbbell in each hand, keep our shoulders back, and then bring those weights up to our shoulder height and then back down. We're going to try and do this 10 to 15 times. Now, if you're a bit younger, you would be looking at maybe 5-pound dumbbells, not 15s like these. And then you would also want to do the exact same, going out towards the front and then back down. Again, 10 to 15 reps for 3 to 5 sets. Now, if you want to work on your shoulder as well as a little bit of your core, what you can do with the exact same exercise is with one single dumbbell, you're going to try and keep your body straight up, of course, looking forward, and we're going to do the exact same thing, lifting up to our shoulder and back down. We don't want to go higher than our shoulder. That's not going to be doing any good for us. We want to go up to our shoulder and then back down. Same out to our front and then back down. We are not trying to lift our whole body up like this. We want to keep our body straight and straight up, straight back down. That's going to help our core as well as our shoulder as well. Whatever you do on one side, you also want to do on the other side as well. And again, 10 to 15 reps for 3 to 5 sets. I'm going to give you a little bit of a secret, and that is whenever you're doing single arm or single leg workouts, you want to start with your weak side first. Because guess what? Let's say you're trying to aim to get 10 reps, but you only get 9. Well, guess what? You don't want to go to the other side and do 10 over here. That's not going to help anything. That's going to build this side stronger than this side. So if you can only do 9 with your weak side, then even though you may be able to do 10 or 11 with your strong side, you still only want to go with the 9 that you did on your weak side. Now, this next exercise, I really prefer to only use one dumbbell. The reason is it really engages the core. We're going to go with a squat, and when we go for the squat, it's going to be with a dumbbell. However, we're going to start with our shoulder or our elbow at shoulder height, and what we're going to do is we're going to go down into a squat, and then we're going to then push that weight up, back down, and then push that weight back up. We want to be looking forward when we're doing this. And when we are doing this, we want to be sinking back onto our heels. We don't want to be leaning forward because that's going to bring that weight forward. And at that point, you're not going to be doing any good for your body. So you want to have this weight in line, as you can see with the camera right now. You want to have it in line with your body, back down, back up. down and up. And then whatever you do with one side, you also want to do with the other side as well. This is really going to help engage your core. It's going to help you with stability when you're driving towards the rim, but this is also going to be really helping your legs be able to gain the strength that's needed to be able to attack that rim and of course maybe dunk someday. Our next exercise is going to be a single leg side lunge, or at least that's what I personally call it. We're going to do this with one dumbbell once again. We're going to have our feet just slightly more than shoulder width apart. And then at this point, we're going to have this weight down in front of us. We're then going to go down until your knee is over top of your toe, and then you're going to come back up. You're going to go back down and then come back up. You do not want to go past your toe. That's really bad. You want to go right in line with your toe and then back up. Whatever you do on one side, you also want to do on the other side as well. And this is really going to help you improve your one leg vertical when you're trying to go up and of course touch the rim, dunk, whatever. Now, going with the whole theme that we've been going on with the last little half of this video is with one leg strength. What we want to do is grab a chair, a bench, whatever, and what we will do, now, if you haven't done this with a weight yet, do this with body weight first. If you can do it with body weight, then you can add weights. You can add one dumbbell at first, and then you can add a second dumbbell, and you can keep on going with the weight as well. But we're gonna have our leg way out in front. We're gonna then have our back leg up on that chair. We're gonna have our foot and our knee pointed forward. We're gonna go down into a lunge, and then we're gonna go back up. And this is a single leg lunge. Now, if you're using one weight, in my opinion, it's better because then it's gonna really start engaging your core so you don't tip over. Now, of course, I do have two dumbbells here, but I really do prefer doing these workouts with one because it engages your core more. The reason why you want to engage your core is because, of course, when you're attacking that rim, you're going to get hit. That's just inevitable. You're going to be attacking that rim, you're going to get hit, and if you want the stability in the air so that you can finish that and one, you're going to need core strength. That is going to be the core, pun intended, to these workouts. Core strength so that you can have stability in the air, but also one and two leg power and hip strength to be able to get you up into the air so that you can dunk. I hope that this video has helped you. If it has, hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys again next time.